Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Wisdom of the House of Night. And here is who it's by, so don't butcher that name. But if you look up Wisdom of the House of Night oracle cards on the net, you should easily find the deck. Leo. Like, shouldn't have made that face. Like, I want one right here, and I want to stop. It kind of dips down. Okay. Stop. No, we're good. Okay. Now, I saw the Ace of Swords kind of bump up. It was upside down while I was shuffling, and it's pinging me in the head, like, especially because when I'm seeing you come into the situation, you got the Three of Swords with the Queen of Wands, which is telling me you're actively... I feel like somebody's misinterpreting you. The energy is not coming across. It's not coming across well. I'm not really sure if it's not the way as intended, or maybe you're just very unhappy with somebody and it's quite the way intended, but it's not fun. Because I'm getting the Three of Swords with the Queen of Wands. You're doing something. You are conveying information, and I feel like this is not happy. And I'm getting the Ace of Swords, like I saw upside down, and it makes me feel like communication is not going well. It's not going well. You may be aggravated, and you might, in a moment of aggravation, like really like nail somebody verbally. And you might flat out mean to. Because I'm getting like you're speaking with purpose. Somebody may have really ticked you off and upset you. I'm not, like, even though it's the Three of Swords and you're unhappy, I'm not getting like a drowned, sad, upset. I'm getting more of a, like, you ticked me off and now you're going to get it. I'm getting a, you ticked me off and now you're going to get it feel. That's what I'm getting. Now, as this happens, this seems to be the beginning. The other person, like this, Leo tends to, like, you'll say what you mean, you'll say it with passion, but then, like, once you've said it, a lot of times Leos will be like, all right, now that I've said it, I'm over it. The other side has, I consider this like the memory card a lot. It says, what does it say? Reminder, don't forget. But I feel like it's like, this is, whatever you said is sticking with this person is what I'm really getting. And I'm getting the trapped is like, they feel like this is really... They feel like they're walking on eggshells is kind of what I'm getting. They're really kind of uncomfortable with the whole situation from this point. It's interesting because a moment happens. I feel like you're blasting somebody. Like you pushed the button. Now you're gonna get it. Like there you go. You gave it to them, and it hit hard, and it's like bothering them. It's like stewing with them. They don't know what to do about it. They're feeling very uncomfortable with the situation. But the thing is with you. I don't know if you're really getting that though, because they're being really nice to you. They're working with you. They're trying to work around you. I'm getting the Three of Cups between you and this person. Like, I feel like you might be interpreting this like, all right, I finally said something, and now they heard me and they're stopping what they were doing that was bothering me. To you, it seems like maybe this was good, maybe, but you're not completely naive to it. Because you're kind of like, you know that they're kind of stepping gingerly. You're not completely oblivious to that. You understand that. Even though they're getting along with you and you're getting along with them, they're stepping kind of gingerly. And you're like, yeah, I see for what it is. But you're thinking, yeah, all right, they'll get over it. I'm just not going to play into it. I don't want to. I don't want to play into it, so I'm not going to, is what I'm getting. But I'm seeing on your side, you've got the Page of Wands with the Two of Cups. And if you look at that kid on that Page of Wands, he's a little bit like, you know that something isn't quite on point, but you're also kind of like, I don't want to deal with it, and it should smooth out over time. It'll be fine. And you got the Two of Cups with this person though. Like, you do like them. They just pushed your button, and you're like, well, you pushed the button. You're going to get it for it. You gave it to them. You're moving on from it though. You're not dwelling on it. You're not. That's what I'm feeling for the Leo energy. But it's kind of like there's a bug in the distance. Is that a bug on this card? I don't know if that spot's supposed to be there. But I'm getting kind of like, you're kind of like, there's a little bit of annoyance here. You know they're stepping gingerly. Whatever. The thing is, between you and this person, as time keeps going forward, they continue to do the same things but stepping gingerly and like working around you. And I feel like they're flat out avoiding you is what I'm seeing. And that was probably a part of what they were doing to work around you and stepping gingerly. They're working around you. Unless they have to deal with you, they won't deal with you. But if it looks like they're going to be avoiding you, they'll deal with you right off the bat just so they don't cause a problem. They're not comfortable. And the Hanged Man going forward is telling me this isn't moving on. And I feel like you're kind of like, well, I don't want to deal with it, but you're kind of like, You're starting to have those feelings like maybe this is more of a problem than I want to admit. Maybe this isn't good, because it's kind of like it goes on for a little while, all right, it'll pass. And then it doesn't pass, and you're kind of like, I don't know if this is okay. It's kind of like, is there another shoe that's going to drop? Because I don't know if this is okay. Because part of you is like, well, if you stay out of my way, I guess, all right, whatever. But another part of you equally is saying, I don't know how sustainable that is. It's like that other shoe is waiting in the distance. That other shoe is going to drop. And I'm getting, the person you're dealing with has the Moon card, and I'm feeling this feel. They have both Moon cards. They're biding their time. They're biding their time. They've made decisions, is what I'm getting. They just, I feel like they can't do it anymore. They've decided that this is too strenuous for them. They don't like it. They're finding a way to get away from you, is what I'm getting. They may be stepping gingerly, but this is becoming a worse problem. It's really becoming quite an issue in their brain. They just seem to really dread being around you and talking to you or acknowledging you in any sense. They seem to be blaming you for things being bad, and they seem to be really not liking the whole situation. And I feel that energy going towards you, like they have to get away from you, whether it's change jobs or something. Like they feel like they have to get away from you. They have to stop dealing with you as much as they are. Now, this moon energy is what's in the environment, and it's going forward like it's not changing for you. But you're starting to get the hint. I feel like as it keeps going on, like they're warning you. This person is going to actually move on, is what I'm getting. But I feel like as it seems to be more clear to you, they're like, the Moon card is also kind of, as it comes closer to you, it's not completely in your side, but it's coming closer. It's kind of like you're getting stronger and stronger feelings like the way this is going isn't going to work. So either somebody is going to have to change out positions, or you're going to be left holding the bag or something. Because the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands on your side is kind of like, as it keeps going on, as it keeps happening, and this person's just stepping gingerly and avoiding you and just working around you, it's quite obvious, like, this is a problem. And the Ace of Pentacles with that Ten of Wands for you is kind of like, all right, it's kind of like you can't even work it out, is kind of how it feels. It's kind of like it's clearly a problem at this point, and now what do I need to do? Now how do I work with this? Because you're aware of it. Where this is going is one of you is going to walk away. One of you is going to leave in the future. You got the Two of Wands. It's just the question. And the reason I think it's the Two of Wands, honestly, is because the question is which one of you is going to leave. One of you is going to leave the situation, is what I'm getting. And I feel like as it keeps going forward, the longer it goes, the stronger it gets on your side, where you're like, no, this is clearly a big problem. I don't know what to do about it. And it's becoming more and more stressful for you, because you're like, the shoe, that other shoe, it's a big one too. I think it's a steel toe, and it's a boot at that. It's going to hurt when it hits. And I feel like you're starting to get bothered by it too. It's becoming, only because you know there's a problem, and you know it's lurking, and you just don't know what it is or when it's going to pop up. And I feel like when it comes to your forefront, you're just kind of, I don't know what to do about it. I don't want it to be any worse than it already is. What's going to happen is one of you is going to have to walk away. That's what I'm getting. Because this other energy and this other side has already decided. They seem to be completely convinced that you're not somebody they can work things out with, that there's no talking things out. If you try to start a conversation with you, they're just going to nod or appease you as best they can, in the sense of like, it's kind of like situational morality. This is just what I have to do to get through the situation for now. but they're not in a spot to work things out. They're more in a spot to like defend themselves and just to make it through a situation, kind of like surviving it. Like survival feel is kind of what I'm feeling on their side. So once it gets this far, I just feel like it's kind of like who's going to be the one that walks away is the question. And that's how this ends. All right. I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.